Welcome to Pydle Day 166. Pydle is a daily puzzle you need to solve by writing Python code. Today's Pydle is the loudly crying face emoji. So have a go at solving that. If you're new to Pydle or you just want some hints how to approach Pydle problems, then stick around as I will now solve yesterday's Pydle, which was Pydle 165, and it's an airport. So this is quite a fun one. So hopefully you had fun solving it. And even if you're watching the video, have a go yourself to just kind of get more confident in solving Pydles. Okay, so this one's going to be helpful having the index of the pixels. So I'm going to do, instead of x, I'm going to say for I in range 25, just to make it clearer that we're not actually the for loop is not for x and y. And then because I'm going to reuse x and y, I'm going to declare variables where x comma y equals, and I'm actually not going to go left to right, I'm going to go top to bottom. So I'm going to say x is x integer division 5, and y is the remainder of I divided by 5. Okay, so the reason I'm doing that is you can see the little bit of ocean or water is going down, and then so the first 6 pixels is basically blue, then green the other ones. Okay, so that's why I'm declaring x and y like that. You're always free to do your Pydles that way. Okay, so I'm going to first just do everything except the runway. So I need to exclude x equals 3. So I say if x not equal to 3, I don't need that. Okay, so now what should our Pydle statement be? Okay, so x, y. So we've got the little aeroplanes kind of just kind of circling, waiting to land, or just taking off. So we need something in there. Now you can see there's a sequence of space, then left, top, right, and then a space, and then down, space, left, top, right. Okay, and then the rest of it is got no airplanes except on the runway. So the sequence I'm going to define is I'm just going to copy this from my solution. So I'm going to say a space. So I'm going to basically just hard code the first 6, and then you can see the sequence is then repeated for the next 4. Okay, so that's my sequence of characters, and hopefully you got the emojis. I think these aren't actually emojis, these are actually just Unicode characters. Okay, but you can always copy them from the solution if you're not sure which emoji or characters you use. So you can just copy that from there. And now I'm going to treat that string as a list of characters. So now I'm going to take the index. And so we said it's 0. The first 6 is, so we have to do something about, I modulus 6. Okay, so we need to do something like that. So let's just have a go and see what that does. And I'm going to do, so I'm going to do colors, a list of colors we're going to need. We're going to need going to need green and blue, and I will explain why I'm doing it in this order. So a list of colors, and then you're going to need the index of taking that list. So whatever evaluates as true in our, so we're going to use the basically a feature of Python where if I write some sort of expression like I equals 1, if that is true, that true value is going to evaluate to 1. So that's going to be the second item in my list. And if it's 0, if it's false, it's going to take the first item in my list. So I have to write something. So I could have swapped that around, say blue and green, if that's more helpful. And then the condition must be false for blue. So basically I less than 7. I less than 7, it should be blue. See, the first 6 pixels are so actually less than 6 because it's a 0 index. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 should be blue. So that, no, I said that should be false. So it should actually I greater than 5. Okay, so that makes sense. So it's going to be false. The first 6 pixels. So it's going to pick blue, and then the rest is going to be green. Okay, so let's just run that. Okay, so now we are actually repeating that again, that sequence. So we have to put in something to tell it to not repeat that sequence. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to times that I by a logical expression, and I'm going to say I less than 10. So again, we're going to use a feature of Python where true is 1 and false is 0. So it's basically going to be 1 for the first 9 pixels, is that right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, so that's right. And then it's going to be false, and then false is going to be index 0, which is a space. Okay, so there you can see we've got the aeroplane not close to the runway. Okay, so that's green and blue's done, and now we need to say something for the blacks, else. Okay, so we got Pydle x comma y, and we need to do something for the characters. So you can see we've got dots and up arrow. So I'm just going to copy that up arrow. So we need to write something there that's going to be true for where the little triangle is there, and false everywhere else. And color I'm just going to leave blank, which will default to black. That's just to save a few characters. Okay, so what do we need to write there? So the only place we needs to be true is where y equals 0, 1, 2. So we can say y equals 2. Okay, if I haven't made any mistakes, that should solve the Pydle. And it does. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. So this uses a little bit more advanced techniques. If you're kind of new to Python, then this is something just worth checking out on W3 Schools. But it's quite a cool feature, and you will probably use this quite a lot in Pydle, especially if you're trying to get kind of it in a few characters. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed that. Have a go at solving the loudly crying face emoji. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow.